everybody, I hope you're okay. My name's Victoria, I'm a performer and I'm obsessed with musical theatre. I live and breathe it and I'm really excited to start talking about it on my channel. It's something that will definitely be coming up a lot, so if you're a fan of musical theatre then you're going to love this channel. Today I thought I'd start with songs that I skip from soundtracks of musicals that I love. I've seen a few people do this. I think Amy Lovett's done something similar, and I just think it's a really fun thing to do. So the idea for this is I'm gonna do 10 musicals today, and if you like it I might do another one, of shows that I love, and just name one song from the show that I always skip, don't like to listen to, for whatever reason. I might have used to love it but over listened to it, or without the storyline of the show it just doesn't make sense to listen to as a solo song. So let's get into it. So number 10 is the show Wicked. Now I think most people have the same or similar answers to this musical. It's something bad. If you've seen Wicked you'll know exactly what I mean. It's basically this goat professor who spends half his song making goat noises. Like in the show, fair play, it makes total sense, and like when I got to see it on Broadway, he sold the song. But as a solo song to listen to in the car, it's a no from me. Number 9 is Cats. Now unlike most people, I actually really like Cats for sentimental reasons rather than I think the show's good. So yeah, I am in the minority when it comes to a fan of Cats. But the song I don't like from Cats is Moment of Happiness. It's the old Deuteronomy song towards the end of the show, and in the show itself I think it's fine. I get why it's there, it's needed, but it's just a bit boring. I just don't like it. I'm not going to pretend I do. Every other song in Cats pretty much I love, or at least like, but Moment of Happiness I'm just not a fan of. So yeah, that's my number 9. Number 8 is actually one of my favourite musicals, and that's Rent. Rent is incredible. I love that it's different, it's got that rock feel and it makes it stand out next to other musicals. But this song I'm going to say I love, and I've seen it performed incredibly by Lucy Jones and by my really good friend Kira Evans when I went to go and see her in the show. However, for similar reasons to Something Bad from Wicked, it's just a bit strange. It's over the moon, if you hadn't guessed already. It makes total sense in the show and it's fabulous in the show. It's one of my favourites when I see it live, but to listen to, it's just not one of my favourites. There's a lot of mooing. Maybe I just don't like animal noises in songs, that could be it. Goat noises in Something Bad, mooing in Over the Moon, maybe that's the thing. But yeah, that's why it's there. It's not that I don't like it, because I love it, but I never listen to it for that reason. Number 7 is Mean Girls. Now this was hard because I love Mean Girls, but it's gotta be Whose House Is This? Like, I'm yet to see the show, so I just go off the song, and I think I've listened to it once, which was when I first listened to the show and I played it the whole way through, and I've just never wanted to listen to it again. It's not really my kind of song. It's just a bit boring and very like stereotypical teenagers at a party vibe, and I don't love that. Which is a really silly thing to say because I actually love Big Fun from Heathers, which is like a similar feel, but I don't know, there's something about Whose House Is This that I just really don't like. So that's why that's number 7. Number 6, I'm going down a bit of a different route and I'm doing The Greatest Showman. When I watched the film, I love all of the songs, but Tightrope is definitely my least favourite to listen to. I think when you watch it performed in the film, she's just beautiful and it's really pretty, and I don't know, it's like heartbreaking to watch, but I just don't like listening to it as like a solo song in the car or when I'm getting ready. It's just not one I reach for and want to listen to, but I still think it's a brilliant song. It's hard for Tightrope because the other songs are so good that if that was in any other musical we'd all be like absolutely raving over it. But there's This Is Me, which is like the anthem, and I don't know, it makes that song feel a bit boring. But yeah, it isn't one of my faves, so that's why. Number 4 is Phantom of the Opera. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of Phantom. I like it, but I'm not like a fanatic for it like a lot of people are. It's just not my kind of thing. I think there is sort of a thing for a performer that you tend to love shows that you can see yourself cast in. And as an alto, I'm not castable in Phantom at all. And I could understand why people love it. I really can understand it, like the costuming, the songs, the theatrics of it all. But it's just not for me. I think the part of Phantom is goals. Like if I could play Phantom, I would. But like Christine just isn't a vibe for me. So the song I skipped from Phantom, there is a few, but I think the most controversial one is Think of Me. Again, when I watch the film or see the show, I'm always blown away because that song is so hard, but I don't know, I just don't listen to it. I think because it's like she's singing the song in the show and it's not like anything to do with the like actual story arc. I don't like to listen to it. So yeah, that's why that's there. Number 4 is Matilda. Matilda's actually one of my favourite musicals. Again, it's because Matilda is my favourite film, so a musical version is like two of my true loves together, and it was really hard to pick one I don't like. But if it's purely on listening to the soundtrack, and the one that I maybe listen to the least or don't listen to is definitely Telly, which is the start of Act 2, and it's kind of like they break the fourth wall and do this whole thing. If you've not seen it, you really should go and see Matilda because it's brilliant. But yeah, I don't listen to it. In the show it's great, it's hilarious and they play it really well. Yeah, I don't listen to it really when I listen to the show. So number 3 is Les Mis. I'm a massive Les Mis fan. So to choose a song that I skip is hard, but there definitely is one, and that's Castle on a Cloud. I think there's nothing cuter than a little girl singing Castle on a Cloud. It always breaks my heart and they're always just completely adorable. Yeah, but I just don't listen to it. Oh, I feel really mean. Sorry, little Cosette. So Castle on a Cloud is my number 3. Number 2 is Everybody's Talking About Jamie. I am actually yet to see this show and I'm desperate to see it. I love most songs in this show. I think it's written really well. However, Over the Top isn't for me. I don't know, it's just not really my thing to listen to. I think I listen to every other song in the show often, and that's probably like the only one I ever miss out, so it has to be that. But yeah, sorry guys, my camera decided to cut off. If I'm in a slightly different position, that's why. So yeah, we're down to number 1, and number 1 is Miss Saigon. I am obsessed with Miss Saigon. I got to see it in the West End when it was here, and Eva Noble-Zada literally blew me away. I think her performance as Kim is one of my all-time favourite performances. She just blew me away. She was just, I don't know how she managed to pull off such a difficult and emotional character to portray like 8 times a week. I just don't understand. She's just brilliant. But in the show, I love every song, because it's very cleverly done. I feel like every song pushes the story on and has a meaning, but when I'm just listening to it, I don't really tend to listen to The Morning of the Dragon. And I think it's just because it's a bit full on, isn't it? And it doesn't feel like your standard musical theatre song, which is not supposed to. But that's probably why I don't listen to it. It's a bit dramatic. It's just not for me. But it's such a good song in the show. Like, it's such a good moment. Yeah, it's very powerful. But yeah, not to listen to in the car when you're just trying to have like a chill time. So that's why it's there. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was something that is much more in my comfort zone. I love discussing musical theatre. If you didn't already know, I have an Instagram blog with my friend Jamie called The Weekly Interval, which I'll link in the description box below. There we discuss a different musical each week and do a mini review of the soundtrack at the end of the week. It's so much fun, and we do lots of games and lots of interactions with our followers, and we just have a great time over there. So if you want to join in with that fun, I'll leave the link below. If you give me a little subscribe, it would really mean a lot to me. Obviously, this is my opinion and we're all entitled to our own, and I'd actually really love to hear what your opinion is and any skippable songs of the musicals I mentioned today, and any other musicals that you have any songs that you skip. I'd be really intrigued to see if we have the same opinions. So thank you so much for watching. I've loved doing this video and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you. Bye.